Are you serious with that? That crap? The Sixers let the Orlando Magic, of all people, the Orlando Magic, to go on a 21-0 run? Are you kidding me? We blow a 16-point lead? Are you serious? Now, I'm one of those fans that have not yet yelled at the fire Brett Brown thing that goes on. Today, I have to look at it and say, Brett Brown, this one might be on you. His rotations are insanely poor right now, and I understand he's trying to figure out everything with Jimmy Butler coming in here and losing two players like Sharge and Covington, but when you're swapping players in and out, it just blows my mind. On top of that, you're taking Joel Embiid out early in this game when he is red hot on fire because the script says so. That's a Gabe Kapler move. When you see a guy who's hot as hell knocking down threes early, getting 11 points nice and early in this game, you keep him in and let him get his feel. Joel Embiid, after the game getting interviewed, he was pissed. He was pissed and he was blunt about it and said, yes, I was very upset and pissed off with Brett Brown's decision. Now, late in this game, you have Wilson Chandler stopping the bleeding. A monster jam dribbling down the baseline, and he yams it. And then a huge, deep three-pointer. And then Brett Brown takes him out. He was on a minute restriction. Well, so we thought. Early on in this week, he was apparently taken off, and now he's put back on, and we knew that before the game. So after 23 minutes, Brett Brown decides, okay, we've seen enough. He's on his minute restriction. We're going to yank him. He's our hottest player right now. He was coming up clutch. He was knocking down shots. He was producing a spark. Why is that the time for you to yank him? Let's get this dub. So I didn't like that at all. In the fourth, when we were coming down to the legit wire, how come no play call for Jimmy Butler? How come no isolation? This guy's a star. You need to figure that out. I don't care about the playbook. He doesn't know enough of the playbook. It's an isolation. Why don't we give him an ISO? It reminds me of the Eagles. Oh, we just acquired Golden Tate. We shit the bed. Oh, we just got Jimmy Butler. We shit the bed. I don't get it. The execution wasn't there as well because J.J. Redick had an offensive foul where he pushed off. And yes, there was a little bit of a flop, but he's complaining to the ref. And then he's complaining on that out-of-bounds play where he clearly stepped out of bounds. He's been a little feisty with the referees lately. I feel like he's always complaining. Like, bro, just play. He had a good game besides that, but in the clutch moments, he did not show up today. That stepping out of bounds was really bad. People want to blame Ben Simmons for not giving him enough space. You got to be aware. But speaking of Ben Simmons, 31 minutes today, 3 of 5 for 9 points, 9, 6, and 3 was his stat line. Like, bro, come on, you are better than that. You should be laughing at a stat line like that. He has the potential to be so dominant. 9, 6, and 3, 31 minutes and 5 shot attempts. I mean that is mind-blowing. It's sickening to think about. He is way too good to have that. He needs to figure it out because that is not good enough. I'm holding a high bar for him because I know he has the talent to be the star. Why is that his stat line? And right now, it's kind of consistent. Like, that's what we've been seeing out of him. Everything's been consistent. Blowing the leads, Brett Brown's poor rotations, when to use the timeouts, these big runs we're allowing teams to go on. I can't even process it. It spoils the Jimmy Butler debut. Joel Embiid, his first triple-double, but I'll be honest with you, I don't know where the hell that 10th assist came from. And he ended the day with 19 points. Like I said, 11 of those coming super early in this ball game, so he really slowed down big time. He shot 6 of 20 from the field. He barely got to the free throw line. I mean, he did technically get the triple-double, but it wasn't his best game. And he knew that because that's something he mentioned. One thing Jimmy Butler did state after the game in the interviews after his 14 points, he said, oh, this team has it. And He's not worried because he knows they'll get the flow together once he learns more of the playbook, once he knows more of the sets, and he sees more film and he gets to spend more time with this team. There's no doubt that this team is talented enough to make the next step, which we all agree on. But like, this is just bullshit, right? I mean, this is so ridiculous that we are consistently blowing these leads. I don't get it, and it's not because the other teams are playing so well. We're doing it to ourselves. It's self-inflicted. Now, credit to Terrence Ross. He hit the clutch 3. Credit to Vucevic for the 30 points. Aaron Gordon was in the teens as well. But come on. The Sixers are a better team, and they just pissed that game away. But how many of those have we done so far this season? I don't know. At the top of my head, 5? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, let's look at our bench play. Markelle Fultz giving us 21 minutes off the bench. He had 8 points. And for that role, for the backup point guard role, I thought he did well. He created spark. He had hustle. He was, even at the end of quarters, when there was balls off the glass, he was hustling behind the bucket and putting it up. Like, he was giving effort out there for sure. So for his role tonight, I give him an applause because that was good. I applaud him. That's what we asked for out of him. Korkmaz with his 15 minutes knocked down a couple threes. He had 8 points. Landry Shamet producing a little bit as well. He's kind of still a little bit raw though, without a doubt. I mean, what more can I say? I think Brett Brown has to look at this rotation. These runs can't happen. Maybe when we're taking guys out, Embiid and the Wilson Chandler thing, I just don't get that. My mind doesn't work that way. I don't process that. Why take out Embiid there just because the script says so? Bullshit. He's hot. And like super hot too. Not just he hit a couple shots. And this dude had 11 of 12 points for the Sixers team. Knocking down a couple threes early. Come on now. And the Wilson Chandler minutes restriction thing. No, not then. Not right there. No. Just no. I have to look at Brett Brown on this one. I'm looking at Ben Simmons. I can't get over Ben Simmons either. I'm sorry, it's not cutting it. That is not cutting it. It's not cutting it. You can't tell me Ben Simmons had a good game. And he's been consistently doing this. All around, it's just not good enough. From the head coach to the players, to the execution, to the veterans of J.J. Redick. It's not good enough. I have nothing else to say. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below.